Okay, you're doing algebraic inequalities. Let's do some of this stuff here. Not pretty much bog standard algebra. 101, I would suggest. Try this. Okay, so 6x plus 3, and this is actually like a unit one, guys. You just add 3 to both sides. Sorry to break it, you, but that's how you get rid of the 3. So it ends up being 6x is greater than 18, and so x is greater than 18 divided by 6, which is 3. Done. That was the easiest question. Solve the following quadratic inequality. This one's a bit harder. So do your quadratic. But I would bring the 3 over. If it's a negative number, then it would change the sign, the direction of the sign. But it's not negative, so just bring it over normally. All right. So it ends up getting x squared plus 7x. And then 3 takes it. So 9 take 3 becomes plus 6 greater than 0. And you just work from here. You put out your normal inequality. Yeah, nice and easy. Greater than 0. And you're going to have plus 6 and plus 1. That's what it ends up being. And then you break it out for yourself. X plus 6 greater than 0. X plus 1 greater than 0. And you finish it off here. X is greater than minus 6. X is greater than minus 1. And now you have to, though this is the one I want to focus on. You need to actually put it into a number line. So if you're doing a number line to here, look, minus 1 to minus 6. So you have to represent that as x. So if you're doing that, if you just follow my lead, if you just follow this here, you're going to get x in the middle of them, right? It's greater than minus 6. We know that. It's more than minus 6, but then it stops at minus 1. You know what I mean? So more than minus 6, but stops at minus 1. And that's what the answer actually ends up being. And do I have it here? Both here, yes. Super. Now, solve this quadratic. It's a pretty similar process here, guys. You're just gonna, this should be easy enough. This is similar to the last one, not that hard. It's greater than 0, less than 0. So up to your brackets, 2x and x. Factors 5 are 5 and 1. I put the 1 here, and I put the 5 here, because you'll end up being, this will be 5x, that'll be plus 1. So make them both negative, negative, and negative. And that works. That's it factorized. That is it factorized. Okay, so just for clarity, that in here is minus 5 minus 1. Okay, and then you break out your brackets again. 2x minus 5 is less than 0. I put a line in the middle. X minus 1 is less than 0. And finish it off. X is less than 5 divided by 2. X is, and crucially, you actually are bringing, remember, the minus is coming over, so you have to change the sign. TJ, watch that. Gotta change the sign then. So it becomes greater than 5. And the same here, because it's the minus 1 coming over. Look. So it becomes plus 1. And look, you're just going to match up here, really. So again, you're going to do your match. So do your number line. And on the top, it becomes, so your 1 is here. Sorry, your 5 over 2 is the bigger number. And your 1 is here. And so this is going to be this one here. All right, inequalities. This one here, solve this inequality. It's just about getting rid of the, you can't, I always remember, if I see this in the bottom, I just multiply with a conjugate. X plus 2 on both sides, get rid of it. You know what I mean? That's what I do. X plus 2 on both sides, get rid of it. Yeah, and that'll help you get rid of it. So, because you don't want to work with fractions, and so, or you could do, you could do it like this. You could do it like this too if you wanted to. X minus 2. Sorry, x minus 2 squared. Oh, we'll do it like this, sorry. Conjugate, see what you do on top, you do on the bottom. That would work too. But for the ease of this one here, I probably would do something like this instead. Sorry, I would do something like this instead. I would multiply by x minus 2 all 2 squared. This will work too. X minus 2 all 2 squared. So that means that's gone, and then you're left with x minus 2 by 2x plus 1 is less than 4x minus 2 all 2 squared. And just work it out from there. you'll end up getting, if you do the math, it'll be what, 2x squared. It'll be long, minus 2x, minus 3, minus 2x plus x. Oh, it'll be long and tedious. It'll work out for you. You'll get there. For the sake of this YouTube video and holding attention, I'll tell you that the answer to this question here ends up being number 1. That's the answer. So it'll work out. But that's what I do to start it. And look, a similar jazz here. You could do, when fractions are a bit hard to work with. Yeah, you could do, like, as I said, 3x plus 6 all to be squared will work it. That means it's gone. 3x plus 6, it can be all to be squared. What I do on one side, do on the other side, and it works out. The answer to this one here also is 1. So it works out like that way, but it's a harder one. I'm not going to do because it'll be long and steady, but you need to know how to work it. Yeah. Does that make sense? That'll work. What you do on one side, you got to do to the other side. That's why it's important. So that's how I do it. All right.